So you want to get married and you think that everything's gonna be lovey-dovey. They lied to you. It's not even true. You see that first 2 years, you fight back to back. This is not the man for me. This is not the woman for me. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious Theory. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're a returning subscriber, I wanted to blow you a kiss, but I said let me just I like to chop the kiss. But yeah, thank you so much for coming back. And in today's video, like the topic already suggests, we're talking about newlyweds, marriage, expectations, myths, everything and everything beautiful, right? And maybe not so beautiful. So let's just delve into it, right? There's no planned, this is how the video is gonna go, but let's just have a conversation. So basically, there's this myth. I call it a myth because I mean it's a myth, and this is a disclaimer, right? I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm not anything close to that. I'm just talking from experience, talking from people's experience as well, right? And just letting you know and giving you the gist basically. So marriage is a beautiful thing. God ordained marriage, and it's amazing to get married and all of that. But there are some lies that people believe. And I don't even know who really told us that, right? Who told you? Who really told you these things? Because where did you get it from? Who says that? In fact, let's even start with the first one. Who says that on the first night when you get married that anything must go down? Most of the time nothing goes down because people are tired. People legit are tired. So people are trying to pay vendors their balance. Some are trying to plan their trip out of the country. Some are trying to just rest. Some are genuinely exhausted. Some are fighting. Some couples are fighting. And this is not to say that the marriage will not work, because you see the first 6 months to 1 year, sometimes it even gravitates to 2 years, but the first 6 months to 1 year of getting married, it's like buzz goes. You didn't know? Let me tell you. Come closer, grab a drink. See, you fight. Yes, you will fight. Be you pastor, imam, spirit cocoa, life coach, you will fight. If there are people that don't fight in their first year of marriage, I mean, they'll be like, the chances are very slim. They might be like 4% of the 100, because everything will mean something to you. Like, they say this and you're like, what do you mean? They do this. People, see, even if you think like, oh, we're compatible, that compatible conversation, let's say for another day. But the littlest things, somebody's now in your space. It's one thing for you to be visiting someone and say, oh, it's my boyfriend, it's my girl, she's my girlfriend. It's another thing for you to be living with this person. They become strangers to you because everybody puts out their A game when dating. Oh, let's go for lunch. No, this is how I eat. This is how I dress. This is how I sit. When you get to the house, when you know that this one is now here, like this is it. This is it, right? You start to see things like, you'll be like, where's my Prince Charming? Why is he snoring like this? Where is my Rapunzel? Why is she dressed like this? Why did she pick her nose like that? Oh my gosh, she pollutes. Oh my gosh. And this really happens to people that, don't really have a lot of staying together during relationship. Maybe you don't spend 2 days, 1 day, or like you don't go out to places together or spend quality time together. I don't know how to explain it, but there are some people that just date, even do the long distance relationship, get to know themselves and all that. But getting to know yourselves, telling me about stuff, is different from experiencing things with you. So yes, I'm saying get into marriage with an open heart, knowing that you have said you love them, you want to marry them, and you can be very accommodative of everything that they bring. Now, if you don't like some things, you can as well talk about it, but in a very healthy manner. But I'm saying that be ready to be shocked. Get ready to be shocked, because it's a shocking something. There are things that's going to play out. Like, you're going to be surprised at the number of stuff that will play out. So like, toothpaste can be an issue, the way they speak can be an issue. In fact, not even knowing about some things can be an issue. For instance, if you don't know that in the first 1 year to 2 years of your marriage, maybe 1 year, right, let's be fair, you shouldn't be getting third parties, so many third parties in your house. Like, you shouldn't be having family and friends come and sleep over, come and dictate what happens, do you understand? Because It can be okay to say, oh, they love me, they're my friends, they're my family, they're just helping, they mean well. But it could be a lot of problems. So you need to have understood yourself to the point where you know that, okay, it's okay for this person to come and stay, it's okay for a person to come and, because sometimes you can feel like, but it's my mom. Why can she not come over? It can feel like she's my mom, why can she not? And you're like, I want my space. I don't want any. It's a lot of stuff. See, I don't want to delve into all the issues that can play out, but I'm just giving you the awareness. This video is like an awareness video. Like, get that myth off your head, get that thoughts of your head that marriage is all lovey-dovey 24/7. Oh, the man, you'll be wondering where your prince charming is. You'll be wondering where the man you married. You ask yourself, did I not make a mistake? See, people don't know about it. You don't know about it. But like I said in the beginning, marriage is beautiful. Understanding is key. Communication is the lifeblood of marriage. And communication is not let's just talk. It's effective communication. The right way to communicate without fighting the person, but tackling the issue. It's deep. It's deep. Marriage is hard. But this is not to say you shouldn't get married. It's to say that when you get off those over fantasy, cartoon, the movies, the Disney kind of love, and marriage is just the movies, those things are not what marriage is. Oh. Let me tell you my own term. Marriage is two strangers being stuck up with each other, but deliberately planning, working at making it work. And I heard something that if you can survive the first 3 years of marriage, you'll be good. Like, you'll be good, genuinely good. I'm not saying if you can put up in the first 3 years. If you can legit survive the first 3 years, then you'll be good. And I thank God we're going there, we're getting there. Because it's not even funny. Sometimes you just like, and sometimes your partner is just off, annoying, and it's not even about you. But it's very okay to think that it's about you, because we're the ones together. I'm the one talking to you and you're squeezing your face, so it's about me. What did I do? But it's not even about you. See, it's a lot. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a lot. But yeah, let's just go down to the, how to manage some situations, right? When your partner is angry and all that, I don't think that's the best time for you to reply or try to like prove your point. I was guilty of this a lot. That's not the best time for you to want to prove your point. Sometimes just take an excuse to walk away. Don't walk away by, I'm walking out on you. Like, please, can I leave? I really need to cool off. I'll talk about this, or we'll talk about this later, and then you leave. You might not necessarily get the permission, like, and be going out, but you know that you took genuine permission to just walk out of that scenario, right? Sometimes you can just be quiet, just be saying, Holy Spirit, help me, tame my tongue. Because really, and I think that's the way. And you can bring up this conversation later when everybody's like calm, when the tension is eased and all of that. I think that's like one of the best things too, because I find that even older married people don't even necessarily do this, because the normal human mind wants to defend, wants to talk about it, like, that's why we said that to me, that's not what I meant. That's like, you want to just, and when you give that boost conversation, it always leads to, an issue. It's not always a smooth ride, right? So I just thought to put that out there, right? And some people like, are you really serious, Precious? On the wedding night, nothing happens. Something can happen on the wedding night. Yes, you can meet, but I'm saying that it's not always like that. I've asked over 10 couples and it was not the case for them. They were doing other stuff. They were sleeping, they were gisting, they were praying, they were counting money that they sprayed there. A lot of stuff can be like, so it's not all those the wedding night. Forget it. Then the conversation, nobody ever talks about this. 1 week to the wedding, 1 month to the wedding, 1 day to the wedding, and the back-to-back fights. I've concluded that it's a lie from the devil, right? If you're convinced that this is your man, this is your wife, and God has spoken to you, you've gotten your confirmation, right? You see that 2 days to the wedding fights, that night to the wedding fights. I've concluded that it's a lie from the devil. The devil just comes and wants to jam it together, because that fight's always intense. You will almost not even show up at the church the next day. You will almost just cancel out. But you need to deliberately know that the devil hates marriages, and will do everything possible to make sure that marriages fail. One shall put to flight 1,000, two shall put to flight 10,000. Two of you coming together is to confirm that the enemy must be under our feet, and the devil doesn't like that, so they will fight you. So if you're having challenges, trying to get into the marriage phase, know that the devil is fighting. And I mean, like, you're cutting, or you already have a fiance and all that, and it's now that all the fights, with the help of God, fight the battle, and know that it's not your partner. It might not really be your partner. This is not to say that there are not people that are, I don't want to use a word, and are just going to mess up. But I'm saying that if you know that you're convinced it's the person, you've vetted them, you've checked, you've analyzed, you've done everything, evaluated, and all of a sudden, just like the person has changed, everything's just going wrong. Look deeper than the physical. Pray, 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 right? I know that it's sounding like I'm preaching now, but yes, pray. So yes, this is because marriage is spiritual. I shouldn't be getting here, I'm talking to you about marriage and just be talking the surface. Marriage is very spiritual. So yes, I just thought to bring this here, right? And I said before, I'm not a marriage counselor, I'm not a marriage coach. I'm just talking from experience, and I just wanted to change a mindset and a narrative, not necessarily give you all the facts, all the things, all the lovey-dovey things that happens in marriage, or all the fights that happens in marriage. I wanted to change, because I was having a conversation with somebody recently, and she was talking about, she was going on and on about, I love you, I'm married, but enjoying. I was like, better be on everything, because it's not even what you think, but it's amazing, it's beautiful. Married to Madu, it's your work that will get in the way. It's your workings, right? And the workings of God Almighty. So you need to be ready to do the work. Whatever will be beautiful. Why do you think you have to spend so much time building a career, building that business, but marriage? No, you build it, okay? You build that. Build that marriage. All right. Thank you for watching. And if you're not yet subscribed, this is a good time to subscribe to this channel, because, I mean, why not? And, do not forget to like, comment, share, do all those good stuff. Share this with somebody you feel like will need this. Drop your comments. I'd like to see them. I'd like to learn from you. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers. Tea's gone cold, I'm wondering.